Hello and welcome. This is Olive, and I have been asked for a few videos in particular for the collective. And so, even more specifically, when we talk of the collective, we talk about the collective here on Earth. And since we have this algorithm here on YouTube, it's probably most likely people who live in Texas or are interested in Texas. So, at any rate, we want to talk about the eclipse, April 8th, 2024. This deck that I'm using, of course, I don't remember. I'll put it in the, in the comments below. Excuse me if I'm rusty. I haven't filmed in quite some time. I think those of you who follow me know this. If you do like what you see, if you watch this and you say, hey, that was pretty good, or hey, that put me to sleep and I really have trouble sleeping. That happens. People use my videos for that, so I like that. I'm working on getting a better mic. I keep saying that, but we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Thanks for being here. Like, really, I really appreciate each and every one of your views. Each and every one of you. So anyway, thank you. Let's look and see, how do we need to prepare for this lunar eclipse? I don't know what I called it before. Did I call it a full moon? It's the lunar eclipse in April. How to prepare. Okay. There is some warning here. I don't know if you can see very well. Let me just tell you what I see. Give me a moment. I'm doing this without a script, obviously. Okay. So one of the things to one of the warnings is not to go to overboard, having a needing to experience the event to the fullest, especially when it comes to maybe partying or doing something kind of daring. Just kind of there really is a warning to just kind of stay true to yourself during the event, meaning be yourself and do what you feel you need to do, and stay away from the big events and the parties and that kind of thing. If you go to a party, I don't think that's going to be that big a deal, okay? But here we go with the second card, which is the Five of Pentacles. And I want to talk about that card. It is really looking like here, let me pick up the first card so you can see that. I should have done that. I'm not going to repeat what I said. Well, maybe I will a little bit. It's basically, stay away from the big events or the big parties if you can. It's not that kind of event. It's more of a spiritual event. It's more of a be with yourself and with and be with your true self, which is usually someone who's not imbibing in a lot of extra, party stuff. So here we go with the Five of Pentacles. It is upside down. So I'll read it as if it's upside down, but I'm going to show it to you. So it looks like a kind of a sad card, right? It does talk about codependency and beware and all that stuff. But really, mostly what this card says is hang in there, guys. I know it's bad. It's always darkest before the dawn. In fact, the nickname I have for this card is you're getting better. It's always darkest before the dawn. And I think about these long, dark nights of the soul, which is interesting that this card came out during the eclipse. As just hang in there, guys. If it gets a little scary, try not to be too scared, because trust the process. Basically, it's a good card, even and especially when it's inverted. Okay, so the next card we have here, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very decisive. He's when it's over, it's over. Okay. When it's done, it's done. So I think what we're seeing here is, in order to prepare, just take it as a spiritual event or a spiritual journey, a short one, one that may have a powerful effect on you as an individual. Even though we're reading for the collective, the individuals who find this video are the ones that we're reading for. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, just go with it. Because this is a time for us to open our minds, and more so, open our hearts. It's very important to do this, no matter who we are at this time. And I don't just mean during the eclipse. I mean during the next 10 years coming. There's going to be a lot of change in our economy, a lot of change, like big changes, fast. So while this reading is about April 8th, it's also about the near future. So hang in there, guys. Hang in there, basically. All right? Try not to be afraid. Trust the process. Yeah, we know it's going to get bad, but you'll be fine. I happen to be drinking out of this cup. I think I need to return it to my job. I think I borrowed it from there. No, I think I got it at a yard sale. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to pull one more card, and this is more particularly back to the eclipse, and how should we prepare? I mean, many of us have already prepared. We know what we're going to do. Okay, so we do have the Ten of Swords. This is actually a very positive card, and since we're reading from the Light Seer's deck, I'd like to read to you from the Light Seer's deck for the Ten of Swords. So give me a moment while I find that. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you hit the notification bell, then you know when I post. And I don't post often. Okay. Ten of Swords. Light Seer. Painful endings. Crisis. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to read, because it was inverted, because it was upside down, we're reading Shadow Seer instead. Resisting the inevitable, not wanting to let go of negative emotions. Rock bottom. A narrative rooted in lack and helplessness. Devastating loss and recovery. See, I said it was positive, but listen, okay? This Ten of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending, and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. And then you see the affirmation, I am healing every day. And it's really neat that this card came up. This is the Light Seer's Tarot by Chris Ann. Because that's what I was reading in the very beginning when it's the same feeling. But we're also going to pull a card from the Healing and Mind and Spirit cards. Now, you got a affirmation. This is something that you can say to yourself during the hardest parts, when you're going through the hardest times. And we're still talking about the eclipse. I don't know. I think the eclipse is foreshadowing of the next 10 years to come, honestly. So here's our Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Brian L. Weiss. Love is the energy. Let me see if we're focused. From which all people and things are made. You are connected to everything in your world through love. This I believe with all my heart. Here's your affirmation. You can say, I am healing every day, and my greatest lesson is to learn about the power of love. There you go, guys. I do believe, and I'll go ahead, I'll probably put this in the title, but I kind of think this reading is about this eclipse is a foreshadowing of the next 10 years to come. So I do feel like we are going to go through a collective dark night of the soul. So hang in there, guys. It's going to be all right. Try not to be afraid. Let's go with the flow. Let's build our communities and hold on to our communities and nurture our communities, because that is the way that we will grow and learn and heal. And our communities start with those that we live with. It starts with ourselves and our relationship with our higher powers. And then our families, friends, and neighbors. And then onward, including our next door neighbors. So thank you so much for being here. Again, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. That means a lot to me. Give me a comment. I'm also going to do a reading on the presidential campaign coming up here very soon. Sorry about the blurry screen, but hopefully you're just kind of listening and enjoying. Hopefully, if you were going to try to take a little power nap while you listened, that it was a nice healing nap, and that it will give you some insight when you need it the most. Thank you again for being here. I love you guys with all my heart. Take care.